What's up everyone, welcome to the horror show. I'm Cecil Laird, and today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I've actually tried to do it a couple of times already because I just frankly don't know how I want to do it for the first time, but I'm talking about doing the very first horror show vlog. And what I was thinking about doing with that is basically coming over and doing some behind the scenes stuff for you guys so you can see a little bit about how I put the show together when we're not actually filming, and not only that, but you know, it could lead to some fun stuff. I'll do some behind the scenes when everyone else is here. I did a little bit before, so maybe I'll drop some of that earlier vlog footage that I attempted to do at some point. But you know, I think it's going to be a fun little thing for us to do, perhaps on a weekly basis, if I can get my stuff together in order to do that on top of all the other episodes that we're doing. But again, I just thought it'd be fun for you guys to see what I do behind the scenes here. So today what I've got going on is, right now you can see I've got something exporting. It is the Santa Clarita Diet trailer reaction. We filmed it yesterday and wanted to get it up because the trailer dropped 2 days ago, and if I don't get things up within the first couple of days, then the views are dramatically less. So, you know, we are trying to grow the channel, so we want to strike while the iron's hot, so to speak. So, got about 3 minutes left on that. And what I was going to do in the meantime is just show you, while I have to wait for renders and stuff, sometimes what I'll do is catch up on some comics and stuff. I haven't been able to buy my new books in quite a while, so I went and picked up at least a few today because I knew I had some renders to do. But today I'm going to read my Image Plus number 9, which has the Here's Negan Part 9, Negan's origin story. So I'm all about that. So is my co-host Marsha, of course. And then Walking Dead number 162, the most current issue. It is the end of the Whisperer War. That's not giving anything away because you people that don't read the comics don't know what that refers to yet. But you people that do know how awesome that this is probably going to be, because I haven't read it yet. Next up, one of my favorite horror comics, which we've talked about on the show before, is Spread. And this one's written by Justin Jordan, and it is essentially John Carpenter's The Thing crossed with Lone Wolf and Cub. So a Wolverine type guy has to protect an infant baby while he traverses the landscape, and essentially John Carpenter's The Thing has taken over the world. So you have to avoid stuff, and it can shape-shift just like that. It's just really awesome. Excited for that. And then Animosity number 4 I was finally able to pick up. We talked about this. We actually did, in our most recent comic review, we talked about the 4th Aliens graphic novel, as well as issue number 1 of Animosity. So I'm not sure if that will have aired by the time this vlog airs, but if not, you have that to look forward to. If so, go look it up and watch it. And then one I'm super excited about is Lock and Key. Was a series by Joe Hill, and he did 6 volumes, I think, with Gabriel Rodriguez as his artist, and it was supposed to be all said and done, and then we found out a couple months ago that there was actually going to be a new one-shot coming out. I don't know how it ties into the mythology because I haven't read it yet, but I'm super excited about it. And yeah, so I'll let you guys know how that goes once I read it. And then the last 2 I have, the 2 most recent issues of Outcast. I don't know if you guys are reading this or not. It's by the same writer as The Walking Dead. It's also a TV show now. It was just on, I think Showtime was the first season. We watched the whole first season. It was great. It was one of my favorite horror TV shows in 2016, I should say. So I'm excited to read this. The art is amazing by Azaceta. I don't know if that's how you say his name, but that's how I decided to say it in our review of those as well. So it looks like this is just about done. That's what I like to do, so I'll be sitting here editing, and then I'll pull out some comics and just read while I have to wait. Or if I have to wait for a different render, then sometimes I'll work in a different program, which you know, I can do some writing in Word or Final Draft if I want, or I can if I'm doing the trailer reaction videos themselves here, then I can work on the thumbnails in here. So I could open up the most recent reaction. So that's the one I did for Santa Clarita Diet. So I can work on that while it's rendering in Premiere Pro, so I'm not totally stalled out. But I finished all of my thumbnails So I started working on this, which I'll tell you guys what it is in just a second. But as soon as the thing is, as soon as one finishes, if you have more to render, you just want to get it going, because otherwise you're just wasting time. So as soon as that pops off, I'll do it. I need to pull up the YouTube so I can upload the Santa Clarita episode. But there we go, that's done. So I'll close that bad boy out, and then I'll give it a little save. And then the next one I'm gonna do is the split spoiler review that I'm gonna put up tonight, because it officially comes out at 7 p.m. tonight, Thursday, the 19th of January. That's when I'm recording this, in case you didn't figure that out. So I need to output this split review because people will want to talk spoilers immediately after seeing it, so I'm going to make sure our video is for them to watch, so they can, at least, if they can't talk about it with their friends, they can watch us talk about it and feel like they're at least having the discussion. So that's part of why we do the spoiler episodes. And then we also have another new episode that's coming called Get to Know the Horror Show Part 1, which is, we've had a lot of commenters ask us what are our day jobs, and so what I decided to do is start a series of episodes where it's Get to Know the Horror Show, and every episode will let you guys ask us a single question that we will then respond to let you know a little bit more about us, and it can be an ongoing series of episodes as well that encourages some interaction with you guys. So Get to Know the Horror Show Part 1 is ready to output. You'll be seeing that very soon as well, if not already. And so let me start my split output, and then I'll tell you guys what that other one was. So that's going. It says it'll be done in about 35 minutes. That remains to be seen. Let me pull up my YouTube real quick so I can start uploading Santa Clarita, because I'll probably go ahead and release that now. Or maybe I'll save it till tomorrow. This is part of the problem of programming the channel. I don't want to put it up too late, but I also don't want to overload you guys with more than 2 episodes a day, even though you guys can probably only see that I have less than 800 episodes, but up here you can see I've got actually 832 episodes ready to go for you. So yeah, we do a lot. All right, so that is now uploading. Now, that thing I pulled up, because again, we're waiting for this, 33 minutes left, 9% complete, so we'll see. But while that's working, I'm gonna go back in here, and this is another piece of art that Rolo Ledesma did for us. He created our horror show logo down here, as well as the new one that we haven't used in a little while. I think that he pretty much knocked it out of the park with the first logo, so we kind of went back to that. It's kind of a cool shield, and so anyway, I'm working on these. I asked for the comedy, the comedy and tragedy masks, but done as skulls, and like I said, he knocked it out of the park. So I'm coloring it right now, because I'm going to use this as an interstitial sort of graphic, because we now have to go through about 35 of our old episodes, ranging from trailer reactions to reviews, because they've been flagged for copyright for playing the whole trailers. That was before I kind of knew how to frame things, so now I do it a little bit more smart, and we won't get hit as much with those, and we want to get the channel to a point where we can start to monetize it and hopefully get a little bit for our time and efforts. So a fair warning on that, but we still have some time. So we have to basically pull those episodes down, chop the trailers, and this is what I'm going to use to let everyone know that's what I'm going to be doing. It'll be just a little fun graphic that says, copyright edit, oops, copyright edit, that kind of thing. And I'll add some fun elevator music, or a Price is Right boom, 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 sound effect or something like that. I'll figure that out, but that's what I'm gonna do right now. So I'll do that real quick while you guys are watching. Okay, so I think I got it pretty much where I want it to be. Give that a save. All right, That's done. I can close that. This is only 8 minutes out. Santa Clarita is done. I'm about to make that public, so we can do that together. Let me add some end cards, or some end screens, I should say. I'm a fan of this setup with a new video of the most recent upload on there. Drag that bad boy over in a little pyramid to the resort, and then we'll do our split review. So those are done. So that'll be public now. Alright, so I think that'll do it for this first vlog. I got a little bit of everything in there. You saw me do some Photoshop to create something for the show. You saw me finish an episode, upload an episode, and show you what I do while I'm waiting for that to get done, usually. So thanks very much for watching. Let me know down in the comments below if you thought this was a good thing, if you cared at all, or if you want to see more stuff like this. Again, we're just trying some different stuff out, and some of you behind the scenes people might be interested in that. About to jump on a live chat with the Late Horror Show. Thank you very much, Dino, for the invite. It should be fun. Part of the problem of putting out 2 episodes a day means you have very little time to consume any other form of pop culture. Oh yeah, we've done weekly podcasts. We're on episode 140 something right now. We've done weekly for about the past. Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I'm gonna go check and make sure you're on mine. But yeah, we do that little boy weekly as well. I can just see it now. You'll have like a sheet with your cartoon on it, and you'll drop it, and it'll be a paper mask of your cartoon on it instead. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. But it'll just be another one of you in a different pose, like a ha ha. But that's not what I'm saying either. I'm saying those creators that you're talking about that are trying to get their stuff out there are doing it in places like YouTube and Vimeo and stuff like that. So it's actually easier for people, independent artists, to get their voice out there than it ever has been. Now, are they getting it as easier? Are they getting as wide as Hollywood? No, but that's never going to be the case. So that was just a little bit of the online hangout that I got to do. You can check it out at the link that I'll put in the description box down below. But that's all I got to do tonight. I'm outside now because I needed some fresh air after being on the hangout for 2 hours. It was fun though. It was a lot of fun. Big thanks to Dino from the Late Horror Show, and Brian from the Horror Show Entertainment channel, and then from Luke from Confused Reviews, as well as Pat from Horror Movie Review Guys. So check out all those channels if you haven't yet. But thank you very much for watching. I've been Cecil Laird, and until next time, remember, stay scared. Sorry about this. Tough breathing today.